kind of balance their late game composition with the Moskov. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that this is match point. If SRG can get another game from the hands of the Red Robots, then we have to say goodbye to another Indonesian team as we make our way to the playoffs. So, Sheffin, Goni, do the honors.
They are behind. BTR Alpha is down 1-0 against the home team in Selangor Red Giants. But they're not done just yet. They want to just try to turn things around in this game number 2. A tough task, but it is something that they have to do to be able to qualify to the next stage of SBS Challenge Finals.
Let's go to the land of dawn, potentially the final game of the series. We have reminded you multiple times that this series is do or die for either team. So let's see, will BTR Alpha be able to shake things up and force a game 3? Or will the home country prevail and find the win?
The one thing that I noticed is the fact that Eman is using a flicker instead of a purify. I don't know if that's a good sign for Stormy and also Yumes, so that he can get CC'd more often. But it is his choice. As we take a look, we're gonna take a look at the player emblems here. A lot of emphasis towards movement speed in the Wilderness Blessing for Mr. Cram. So once again, this Hilda will be everywhere. Not, the bottom lane is also a place that Hilda might go to. So Mr. Eman gotta watch out for that.
Expect, of course, this Hilda to be just a roamer practically, right, as an EXP laner. So let's see here how BTR Alpha handle that hero. It seems like here, SRG, cheeky, early top lane skirmish. It's gonna be Luke here, half HP, chunked. Let's see how will he be able to do this one. SRG quickly rotates towards the mid. Moreno spots him out. Light here, isolated somehow, but is able to get out from that almost dangerous position.
I feel like it's just a tough task for Light, man. Just evading the early game damage while also being the main initiator, the bus checker too. It's a bit too much. There you go.
Yeah, Poke is crazy. Real revelation committed to Kai's comfortable jungler and also comfortable turtle take. That's going to be BTR Alpha though, dealing the first blood, though they lose out on the turtle take.
Gotta say, it's a trait that's beneficial towards Selangor Red Giants because overall the benefits from the gold and also the XP is a bit better for the sacrificial lamb in Yumes as a roamer. So something they wanna, they don't mind at all. As we're gonna see the level leaderboard so far, Zakai's has been farming up quite well compared to Supercan as an alpha. And that's probably one of the reasons of that is Yumes just helping out in the jungles also.
For now, first 3 minutes here, nothing too crazy action-wise, just the kill and the turtle take. Both teams here, especially BTR Alpha, they're not technically taking a risk here and there. They just want to clear. They don't want to lose out on rotation as well. And we can see here, SRG, they are more comfortable to roam around the map.
Yeah, the Bush owning is absolutely crazy. Light cannot mirror this mid trio that Selangor Giants is putting up. Meanwhile, Selangor Giants will be very much happy if they want to mirror this one. Meanwhile, Light.
Good unstoppable force and ejector there to somehow cancel out the momentum from the side of Light. And again, I feel like BTR Alpha, for the first 3 minutes here, they're just responding SRG. SRG just controlling the river. Oh, that's a flicker. Jet Kundo Way of Dragon cancelled. But take a look at the follow-up there by SRG. Adding a kill. And now it's going to be Luke isolated in front side of the map and will be taken down by Sakai's. And that is SRG. Good response and also good communication there. And they might want more. Is this too greedy though? Super Ken will still be able to find the orange buff. But the turtle here is up. BTR Alpha looking to take over. That's a flicker. Unstoppable for Super Ken. Good night. That's a flicker burnt by Stormy, but that's SRG just dominating again.
Man, Light on that engage earlier, he was betting, gambling a lot, and the reason is the fact that the window of this show to be effective in the early game is not that high either. So there's gonna be some plays that's gonna look questionable, and it was questionable in that part. Not much follow-up from the Bigatron Alpha side, and now Selangor Giants is up by 1.7k gold lead, a whole different story now in the early game compared to game number 1 when Bigatron Alpha was dominating.
Things are not looking good here for the Red Robots. Things are looking good for SRG. Great start. Let's see though. Will they be able to translate this lead to their mid-game? Unstoppable Force in the bottom side actually blazing duets to clear and give pressure. Super Ken deleted for the second time this game. And again, Bigatron Alpha, they're looking very shaky.
It's a cook or to be cooked for Super Ken on this Alpha. There's no Mathilda, there's no one that can bring that glorious pathway to be able to get away from danger. He has to make a play on his own, or maybe just feed off what light gives you. But at that point, once you use your Spirit of Alpha, then the window is gone and you're gonna be vulnerable. So vulnerable, like this one.
Yeah, we're Dragon here this time. Finally, a breath of fresh air for the Red Robots. That's the way of Dragon and the real world. Manipulation, though, committed just for a kill on towards Stormy. Still 2k here, economy-wise, for the side of SRG.
And in the bottom lane, the Moskov is losing the lane against the Cloud of Innocent. So, gotta watch out for this one, though. It's a sandwich. An Eman sandwich, but we didn't spot that out. So we're gonna take a look at the economy once again. 2k gold lead has been amassed in the span of 6 minutes and a half for the Malaysian representative. They are looking good in the early game. We're gonna close this one out in 2-0. No need to go for game number 3 if they want it to be. As Innocent, that's a huge item in the DHS, is gonna rotate towards the turtle side to be able to give more boost towards the team fight.
Oh my goodness, Lights having a tough time to even face check there. In the backside though, it is actually Luke trying to zone out Stormy. Turtle taken by Sakai's, but that's Eman locking him down. Moreno will secure the kill, but that's gonna be Luke here looking for another angle of an opening. Will the follow-up be enough here? SRG quick to disengage, but Bigatron Alpha has something here for that turtle take.
Did you see the blazing duet damage with the corrosive sides and also DHS towards Luke? That is barely a tickle for someone that's already unleashing the beast in that Lucas. I didn't know that the damage or like defense improvement after the ultimate is that high. This is the potential of the Lucas. As you're gonna see the item here, no wonder it's a full-on physical defense armor for Luke, so that he can deter some of the damage from both Sekai's and also Innocent. Let's look at the items that's already been secured by other members too. Eman already secured his Holy Trinity item without a boot. No, it's actually... Oh yeah, it's a boot. My bad. Only 2 of 3 so far compared to Mr. Innocent that's already amassed 2 and some, you know, whatchamacallit, items that's gonna be used towards the Golden Staff.
Okay. It's a good response here from side of Bigatron, right? I mean, yeah, sure, they lose out on the rotation still, but at least they have some answers now. Unstoppable Force, though, committed here. Vengeance also popped by Luke. Will it be enough? It does seem like the resistance there is more than enough to make him survive that almost fight. And SRG look for something in the mid lane here, committing 5 members, but no opening just yet.
Bottom lane though, Innocent is having a good time here. There's not gonna be any Luois, there's not gonna be any chips to punish him if he does get overextended a little bit in the bottom lane. He's not gonna just recall yet. Still scouting the situation. If I can clear the lane, then why not? Because right now they're losing in economy in gold, so chances are team fight battle is not going to be equal for Bigatron Alpha, so they need to find something, an avenue that they can abuse in the bottom lane.
Still here, SRG comfortable. Somehow I want to say lead, but Bigatron Alpha here, they are looking for some answers here. Spell check is just Eman, who is still waiting for that flicker. SRG can actually use and exploit this fact, right? They do have that info that Eman has no flicker. It does seem like SRG here, waiting patiently as well on the information. Half HP on the Lord, but they will kite the Lord back.
Ooh, it's on Yum's back. How do you deal with this one? How can you check someone?
Moskov here, committing the Spear of Misery. Innocent though will secure light. Now, it's gonna be real world manipulation as Yums finds the Lord. That's a double from Innocent. Lord has slain by SRG, and the team fight is looking for good for the Malaysian rep. Bigatron Alpha now, Amon looking for it. It's going to be Amon fighting the double, but not for long, as actually Sakai's will slay his life.
A valiant effort, a damage control move by Eman, getting 2 in exchange of his life. But right now, Selangor Giants, on the grand scheme of things, is very clearly winning that one out, as they're gonna march down the Lord on the bottom side, getting the turrets away, especially the tier 2s from a Bigatron Alpha. Things are not looking good for them, but Yums, out of all people with the missiles, gets the Lord instead of the 2 junglers that's present in the situation.
Yeah, what a clutch jawhead there. And that's the Spear of Alpha there. Not really connecting, but again, SRG, they're applying pressure. Lord is still very much healthy in the bottom side of the map here. Oh, half HP actually. Already taken care of surely by Eman, and that's going to be Yums trying to be present, trying to apply pressure in the bottom side of the map.
Okay, a lot of wave clears from Bigatron Alpha, Moreno, and Eman. This is going to be a tough nut to crack for Selangor Red Giants, especially with this kind of frontliner that specializes in a 1v1. Cram, his utility is going to be very limited. He has to flank to be able to get this one. Yums with a conceal play.
Looking for an angle, doesn't really find the angle that he wanted. He has no flicker as well, so yeah, that was just a bluff move from the side of SRG. Bigatron Alpha also keeping it tight. Item-wise though, they are not that far behind, I guess, right? I mean, one fight and they will equalize if Bigatron Alpha wins a fight.
Interesting that Mr. Innocent is not building towards a win of nature, knowing that knowing that Eman is on the other side with the Moskov, just to go for that enhance. What's the item called again? Oh my god, Goldfish Memory, the one that extends your range.
Malefic Gun.
Malefic Gun. I'm sorry. And meanwhile, on the other side, it's a win of nature for Eman, so it's not going to be a fair fight once Innocent is diving in with the Blazing Duet. Eman has a safety tool for him to be able to survive. And right now, he's going to be able to proc some more damage in a team fight. In a 5v5 team fight, it's going to be a bit more useful, especially if he comes in late with the Spear of Destruction towards the preferred target. And this is where Selangor or Bigatron Alpha wants to be, right? Eman with the Moskov, with the long lane pressure. He's going to try to handle the top lane before the Lord even begins. Super Ken so far did not have a good game, man. 0-3-1 on this Alpha.
I mean, as long as Eman is able to get some sort of a goal here, it's good. Cram now. Oh, immobilized. That's a miscalculation there by Cram. A slight miscoordination as well, I believe, from SRG, punished by Bigatron Alpha. And now with a mad advantage here, will they be able to cook something on this Lord? Take Luke, terrified. Oh, knocked up as well. Vengeance committed, and he will reposition. That's a flicker way up, drag it on towards the jungler of SRG. He falls as well. Now it's a 5v3, not too fair for the Malaysians, and that's going to be Bigatron Alpha looking for the retribution. Will he get it? Super Ken, clutch retri, but now it's going to be Innocent locking on towards the jungler. 1v1! It's Eman who comes out on top. That's a double though still for Innocent, but Bigatron Alpha on this Lord dance, they are the ones who survived.
A costly mistake from Cram. Yes, his utility is very low in the late game, but it is still a man advantage for Bigatron Alpha, and they capitalize on that one turret or one Lord, and there's going to be a lot of turrets going to go down for Selangor Red Giants. Bigatron Alpha, this might be the time for them to actually take the charge and make it a game 3 for themselves.
Let's say versus SRG, you have time to reset and defend. Base turret here should stand, even though they got a charge. The turret got a charge from the Lord. Bigatron Alpha looking for the opening of the bottom side with the conceal here. Lights looking for an opening. Real world manipulation committed. Base turret will fall. That's going to be the priority. But Yume's now caught in the real world manipulation. He will fall. That's going to be Bigatron Alpha looking for perhaps the top side, as there are three catapults there. Will they commit it though? No. Seems like SRG good for now, and that's gonna be the mid. Oh my goodness, Super Ken with the winner crown. Looking for a play, but it actually is a mistake. SRG, good composure, and they're able to defend.
The idea was right from Super Ken going in with the Spear of Alpha and also Winter Crown, but unfortunately Bigatron Alpha did not have enough time to be able to take down the turret, and the turret aggro will take Ken down. As we're going to take a look at the items here from both teams. Mostly, a lot of them has amassed a lot of items here. Dominance Ice will have a lot of utility for Mr. Luke once they get built. And it's gonna make Innocent's life a bit harder from now on, just because of the debuff on the attack speed. Now, from the marksmans, it's all full build. The one that's interesting is the fact that Winter Crown for Innocent instead of Wind of Nature, so respecting both damage coming in from you know, from Yif, and also the fact that the CCs are there to kind of cancel the Blazing Duet out if he doesn't have the Purify.
Yeah, and also he has built the Windtalker. So both marksmen here, no shoes, as Amon opted for that Rose Gold Meteor. So extra survivability. Let's see though, will that item come into clutch though? Let's see, because technically now, Bigatron Alpha, they're in the lead with 2 base turrets already claimed. What will SRG do in this next coming Lord fight? Spell check, all are active. So technically, both teams, they're ready for a big 5v5.
For sure. SRG, so far, their average match duration is 13 minutes and 49 seconds. Now, after a 20-minute game in the first game, this is a 17-minute game so far for themselves. So, might be a question for them. Are they comfortable in this situation? Because this might be the first time they have to fight a hard-fought battle in the late game. Light getting a good position there. This might be bad for SRG.
I mean, his location might be known though. Keep an eye on the bottom side of the map there, as Moskov is going head-to-head against the Hilda. That's info on the information, on the whereabouts on the Hilda. Let's see here, Bigatron Alpha and SRG taking this stand slow, and keep an eye always on the bottom lane. Know that Moskov is there. Yume's committed the Conceal and the Unstoppable Force, like only. Now with the Shunpo, Innocent. Oof. Oh, they're taking a risk. Bigatron Alpha and SRG.
Went for Pan with the Conceals, but no conversions from both of them. Super Ken is already half HP. Trying to just chunk down the Lord Light, looking for the opportunity, still weaving through the walls. This is bad for Slanger Giants.
Oh, Luke jumping in though. Let's see here with the immunity that he has. Oh, ejector though, committed now. Vengeance pop. The Lord will be taken by Super Ken. That's a big one. That's going to be the knockdown from the Spear of Misery. Sakai is trying to jump in, but Innocent off-cam kill on towards Luke. 2 for 1 as Amon claims a double. In the backside!
Oh my God!
It's Amon inside the base, looking for the triple, looking to deal the final blow. Yumes, no immortality, real world relation committed as well. That's going to be Cram in a no man's land. Now Bigatron Alpha has found 4 and looking for the last man base. Bigatron Alpha forces series on towards a game 3.
Eman is a maniac, man. It's an equal score right now, 1-1 for the Red Robots and Slanger Red Giants. What a play in that late game.